mind-blowing facts about Thailand. A place where people live inside abandoned airplanes and coffee is more valuable than gold. Thailand operates on a completely different calendar, 543 years ahead of the rest of the world. Let's pull back the curtain. In the heart of Bangkok, surrounded by skyscrapers and city life, lies the Ramkhamhaeng Airplane Graveyard, an unusual site where retired commercial aircraft, including Boeing 747 jets and MD-82 planes, rest in an open urban lot. Some of these planes have been repurposed into homes. Families live inside, turning passenger cabins into bedrooms and kitchens. Emergency exits serve as front doors, cockpits become small living areas, and former first-class sections are used for family dining. The scene is striking. Laundry hangs from airplane windows, cooking smoke rises from galley areas, and children play in what were once cargo holds. In one of the world's most expensive cities, this space offers a creative housing solution born out of necessity. Over time, the site has also drawn curious visitors. Tourists often pay around 300 baht, or $8 United States dollars, to explore the grounded aircraft and take photos of the unusual setting, which blends industrial remains with human resilience. At one point, an investor proposed turning the site into an airplane-themed bar and restaurant, complete with live music and aviation-inspired decor. Though the plan never materialized, the space remains a unique blend of adaptation, creativity, and urban history. What's one word you'd use to describe this airplane graveyard? Haunting, hopeful, resourceful, or something else? Comment and chat with me. While it is 2025 in most of the world, Thailand follows the Buddhist era calendar, making it the year 2568. This system begins 543 years before the Gregorian calendar. You'll notice this difference on receipts, official documents, and ATM transactions. It may feel like stepping into the future, buying a snack, or checking into a hotel with a date from the 26th century. But this calendar is more than a curiosity. It reflects Thailand's deep Buddhist heritage. The Buddhist calendar is used to mark important holidays, weddings, and religious events. Thai people comfortably move between it for cultural life and the Gregorian calendar for international communication. This duality creates a unique experience where ancient tradition and modern life coexist seamlessly. Before continuing, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, please hit the notification bell and subscribe. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Thailand's floating markets offer a unique way to shop, on water. Vendors in wooden boats sell everything from fresh fruit to hot noodles as they move along canals that once served as the country's main trade routes. The most well-known is Dam Noen Saduak, located about 100 kilometers from Bangkok, where 200 to 300 boats operate each day. Many vendors, often women in straw hats, cook, serve, and paddle at the same time, grilling pancakes, ladling curry, or slicing fruit while afloat. These markets are more than tourist attractions. They are living pieces of Thai history. For centuries, boats were central to trade and transportation. Even today, vendors start as early as 3 in the morning to prepare their goods and bring the market to life. It's a full sensory experience, the sound of paddles and conversation, the smell of grilled seafood and tropical fruits, and the sight of vibrant foods and traditional clothing mirrored on the water. Many vendors have worked in these markets for decades, continuing family traditions passed down through generations. Here's a fact that may challenge common stereotypes about Thailand. Thai women are among the most economically empowered in Asia, with strong representation in leadership, business, and professional sectors. Women hold over 40% of executive roles in Thailand, well above the global average of 24%. They make up 34% of chief financial officers and are increasingly active in politics and entrepreneurship. This is not a recent trend, but a long-standing feature of Thai society. Thai women are often described as combining cultural grace with modern independence. While they are known for their warm hospitality, many also demonstrate strong leadership and business skills. A growing number prioritize their careers, travel independently, and run successful ventures. The well-known Thai smile is more than politeness. It reflects a thoughtful approach to social harmony, often paired with resilience and quiet strength. It's important to recognize that the global image of Thailand shaped by tourism doesn't reflect the diverse and evolving roles of modern Thai women. Most are educated, career-driven, and financially independent, playing a vital role in the country's economy and development. Thailand also embraces a cultural philosophy called Mai Pen Rai, which loosely means no worries or it's okay. This mindset promotes adaptability, resilience, and maintaining harmony in daily life. Here's a gesture that beautifully reflects the heart of Thai culture. Instead of handshakes, high fives, or casual nods, Thailand has a traditional greeting called the Y, a respectful and meaningful way to say hello. To perform the Y, you press your palms together in front of your chest, bow your head slightly, and say Sawadee Krap if you're a man or Sawadee K if you're a woman. But this gesture goes beyond a simple greeting. The position of your hands reflects levels of respect and social roles. Hands at chest level indicate a greeting among friends or peers. Hands near the chin show respect for someone older or in a position of authority, like a teacher or manager. Hands at the forehead are reserved for monks, royalty, or those held in the highest regard. The higher your hands, the greater the respect you are expressing. The Y is more than tradition. It's a refined social language that communicates respect, humility, and awareness of relationships, all without speaking a word. When Thai people offer a Y, they are acknowledging your role in society with sincerity. For visitors, attempting the Y can be a respectful way to engage with Thai culture, so long as it's done sincerely. Using it casually or in a joking manner may be considered inappropriate. This is not just a greeting, but a valued cultural expression of mutual respect. I think you know Bangkok? Its real name isn't Bangkok. The city's full official name has 168 letters and holds the record for the longest city name in the world. It translates to a poetic phrase that means City of Angels, Great City of Immortals, and more. Bangkok is home to about 1/10 of Thailand's population, making it one of the most densely populated cities in Southeast Asia. It's a city of contrasts. Ancient temples rise beside modern skyscrapers, and monks pass by people in business suits. The city runs on many levels: sky trains above, subways below, boats along canals, and lively street scenes in between. Even traffic jams have their charm, with vendors selling snacks and goods to people waiting in their cars. What sets Bangkok apart is how it blends tradition with modern life. Spirit houses sit outside glass towers. Markets buzz beside luxury malls. Street food is affordable yet rivals fine dining in flavor. As a global destination, Bangkok often ranks among the top 10 most visited cities in the world. In some years, it has even claimed the #1 spot, drawing more than 22 million international visitors. Thailand has cultural rules and laws that may seem unfamiliar to outsiders but are taken seriously. Ignoring them can result in legal consequences or offend locals. Driving shirtless, whether on a motorcycle or in a car, is illegal. It's considered disrespectful and can lead to fines. Since Thai currency features the king's image, stepping on or mishandling banknotes is viewed as an insult to the monarchy. This can result in serious penalties under lese majesta laws, with prison terms of up to 15 years. When visiting temples or royal sites, dress modestly. Shorts, sleeveless tops, and revealing clothing are not allowed. Many locations provide free sarongs for visitors. At 8 in the morning and 6 in the evening, the national anthem is played in public spaces. Everyone is expected to stop and stand in silence out of respect. Avoid pointing your feet at Buddha statues, monks, or other people. In Thai culture, feet are considered the lowest part of the body, and pointing them is seen as highly disrespectful. Public behavior also matters. Kissing or hugging in public is discouraged, especially near sacred places. Yelling or losing your temper may cause embarrassment to others and is considered a loss of dignity or losing face. Respect and the concept of saving face are central to Thai society. What may seem minor to visitors can become serious if cultural norms are overlooked. Thai massage, or Nuad Thai, is a 2,500-year-old healing tradition. In 2019, UNESCO recognized it as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. It blends yoga, acupressure, and meditation to support the body, mind, and spirit. Practitioners use hands, elbows, knees, and feet to apply pressure along energy lines called sen. The recipient stays fully clothed and actively participates through guided stretching. Unlike oil-based massages, Thai massage focuses on energy flow and deep bodywork. Training is intense. Practitioners study anatomy, energy systems, herbs, and mindfulness, often for years. Many inherit this practice through family lineages. In Thailand, massage is part of everyday wellness. Locals use it to relieve stress, treat injuries, and maintain health. It's as common as visiting a pharmacy in the West. The industry employs hundreds of thousands and generates billions in revenue. Thai massage schools draw students from around the world seeking traditional techniques. A one-hour session can cost less than $10 in Thailand, much more affordable than the same treatment in many Western countries, where it might cost 5 to 10 times more. Globally, Thai massage has influenced wellness, physical therapy, and sports medicine. It's now offered in spas worldwide and taught in international institutions. For visitors, experiencing Thai massage is a way to connect with Thai health traditions and the harmony between body and mind. Every April, Thailand celebrates Songkran, the Thai New Year, with a joyful 3-day water festival. What began as a gentle ritual, pouring scented water on elders and Buddha statues for blessings, has grown into a nationwide celebration. From April 13th to April 15th, streets across the country become splash zones. People use water guns, buckets, and hoses. No one is spared. Children, elders, street vendors, and even police join in. Tourists quickly discover that getting wet is part of the tradition. But it's more than just fun. The soaking symbolizes cleansing, good fortune, and community spirit. Songkran brings together people of all ages and backgrounds. Water dissolves social barriers and creates a shared experience of joy. In cities like Bangkok and Chiang Mai, traffic stops and public spaces turn into vibrant festival grounds. Songkran beautifully blends ancient tradition with modern celebration, reflecting the heart of Thai culture. Thailand has a deep, centuries-old bond with elephants. These animals are symbols of the nation's history, religion, and identity. In the past, elephants were used in war and to move heavy logs through forests. They even appeared on the national flag and still feature in provincial emblems. In Buddhism, elephants are sacred. A white elephant in Queen Maya's dream foretold the birth of the Buddha, adding to their spiritual importance. Today, only about 4,000 elephants remain in Thailand, down from over 100,000 in the 19th century. The country now honors them in unique ways, including through a rare coffee called black ivory. It's made from beans eaten and digested by elephants, then collected and roasted. The result is a smooth brew with hints of chocolate and herbs, and it can cost up to $1,000 per kilogram. Now here's something truly unique, especially if you've never experienced it. Imagine walking through the busy streets of Bangkok, vendors calling out their prices, motorbikes weaving through traffic, and then everything stops. Not just slows down, but pauses completely. Twice a day, at exactly 8 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening, the Thai national anthem plays from public loudspeakers across the country. When it does, a striking moment of unity unfolds. People stop walking, conversations pause, vendors halt their sales, and the entire area stands in respectful silence. This isn't limited to government offices or schools. It happens in train stations, markets, shopping malls, and parks. Even visitors are encouraged to join in this moment of respect. In movie theaters, the royal anthem is played before every film, and the audience stands. This daily practice reflects deeper values in Thai culture: respect for the monarchy, national identity, and community unity. For many Thais, these moments aren't interruptions, they're meaningful pauses that connect them to a shared tradition. Does this tradition make you view national identity differently? Would something like this be respected in your country? Or comment and chat with me. When people say Thailand has a lot of temples, it's no exaggeration. The country is home to over 40,000 temples spread across the nation, making it one of the highest temple densities in the world. These are not just tourist spots, they are active centers of spiritual and community life. Each Thai coin features a different temple from Bangkok. The 1 baht coin shows Wat Phra Kaw. The 2 baht coin depicts Wat Sakit, the 5 baht coin features Wat Benchama Bafit, and the 10 baht coin displays the iconic Wat Arun. These temples reflect the heart of Thai Buddhism and are places where people gather to learn, celebrate, and connect spiritually. Perhaps the most well-known is Wat Arun, which rises about 80 meters above the banks of the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok. Its surface is covered with colorful porcelain, and it symbolizes Mount Meru, the mythical center of the universe in Buddhist cosmology. Today, approximately 95% of Thailand's population practices Theravada Buddhism, making it the country with the 3rd largest Buddhist population in the world, after China and India. The Thai monarchy is deeply respected, with images of the king and queen commonly displayed in homes, shops, and public spaces as expressions of national reverence. King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who reigned for over 70 years until his passing in 2016, was widely regarded as a unifying figure and actively supported national development. Thailand has strict lèse majesty laws, under which defaming or insulting the monarchy can result in prison sentences of up to 15 years per offense. These laws reflect the country's legal framework and long-standing cultural traditions surrounding the royal institution. Many Thai people wear yellow on Mondays to honor King Bhumibol, who was born on that day. In Thai culture, each day of the week is associated with a color, connecting daily life with traditional beliefs. The current monarch, King Maha Vajiralongkorn, ascended the throne in 2019, continuing a royal lineage that has played a central role in shaping the country's history and identity. The My Klong Railway Market in Thailand operates directly on active train tracks. Several times a day, vendors swiftly pull back their goods and awnings as trains pass through. When the horn sounds, the market shifts in seconds. Baskets are moved, awnings folded, and items pulled back just enough to let the train roll by. Some vendors even place goods near the rails, knowing there's about 15 inches of clearance beneath the train. There's no panic, just calm, practiced movement. Once the train passes, everything snaps back into place. Vendors unfold their stalls, restock their goods, and business continues as usual. This setup has lasted for decades. Instead of relocating, vendors adapted to the train's schedule, a creative example of Thai resilience and ingenuity. Thailand is a global leader in insect cuisine, a tradition that goes well beyond tourist novelty. In night markets across cities like Bangkok and Chiang Mai, vendors serve fried crickets, grasshoppers, silkworms, bamboo worms, and scorpions, seasoned and presented like savory snacks. These insects are not emergency food, they are beloved local delicacies. Crickets are seasoned with garlic and chili salt, silkworms offer a nutty crunch when freed, and grasshoppers are often compared to crispy popcorn. Thailand produces about 7,500 tons of edible insects each year, with additional imports from Laos and Cambodia. This is a deeply rooted culinary practice, not a passing trend. Insects are also a powerful source of nutrition. They are rich in protein and amino acids and leave a much smaller environmental footprint than traditional livestock. A handful of crickets can offer more protein than a chicken breast, while using far less land and water. For adventurous tourists, trying insects is a memorable part of the experience. Vendors often start visitors off with milder options like silkworms before offering more daring bites like scorpions. Preparing these foods takes real culinary skill. Each insect requires its cooking technique and seasoning, reflecting the creativity and depth of Thai cuisine. Thai milk tea, or chai yen, is one of Thailand's most recognized cultural exports. Its bright orange color, made from strong Ceylon tea, condensed milk, sugar, and food coloring, makes it instantly stand out. Vendors often prepare it by pouring the mixture between containers from high above, creating a frothy top. Served over ice with a layer of condensed milk, it's both refreshing and visually striking. What began as a local street drink is now popular worldwide. You can find it in cities like Seoul, Tokyo, Los Angeles, and New York. Many major chains in Asia serve it, and some areas even have entire districts dedicated to its many versions. Thai milk tea is loved for its bold tea flavor, creamy sweetness, and unique appearance. It's affordable too, typically 20 to 30 baht at street stalls or less than $1. More than just a drink, it has become a symbol of Thai culture abroad. For many, it's their first taste of Thailand and a gateway to exploring Thai cuisine on a global scale. Living in Thailand is surprisingly affordable, especially compared to Western cities. You can enjoy good food, housing, transportation, and entertainment for much less than what many spend on daily coffee or lunch back home. In Bangkok, a one-bedroom apartment in a central area costs around $400 to $600 per month. In smaller cities like Chiang Mai, rent can be as low as $250. Street food is cheap and delicious, with full meals like pad thai or green curry costing between $1 and $3. Even mid-range restaurant meals rarely exceed $15. Monthly grocery bills are about $150 to $200. Utilities, including air conditioning, usually stay under $40, and high-speed internet costs about $30 per month. Public transit in Bangkok is around $30 monthly, while taxi rides and scooters are also budget-friendly. Gym memberships range from $30 to $50, and medical services are high quality and affordable, attracting people from around the world for dental, cosmetic, and healthcare. Altogether, a comfortable lifestyle in Thailand costs between $700 and $1,000 per month. That includes rent, food, transport, and personal expenses. It's no surprise that many Westerners choose Thailand for retirement, remote work, or a more relaxed lifestyle. You save money while gaining great food, culture, weather, and warm hospitality. Subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating cultures, from the world's longest city names to street food that costs less than a coffee. Thai cuisine is among the world's most influential, thanks to its perfect balance of sweet, sour, salty, spicy, and umami flavors in nearly every dish. Take tom yum soup. It blends shrimp, lemongrass, lime leaves, chili, and coconut milk to deliver a bold, layered taste. Pad Thai combines Chinese stir-fry techniques with Thai ingredients like tamarind, fish sauce, and lime for a globally loved sweet and salty profile. Sam tam, or green papaya salad, turns simple ingredients into something special using a pounding method that enhances both texture and flavor. Thai street food is equally impressive. Vendors craft restaurant-quality meals with just small stoves and basic tools, guided by experience and instinct. A vendor making fresh green curry on the street often demonstrates skills equal to a fine dining chef. Globally, Thai food has had a major impact. Thai restaurants thrive in cities around the world. Ingredients like fish sauce and curry paste are now staples in international kitchens, and Thai cooking is featured widely on food shows. What sets Thai cuisine apart is its accessibility. The most unforgettable dishes often come from humble street stalls, where cooks have mastered a single recipe over decades. A vendor who has been making pad cew for 30 years may know that dish better than any celebrity chef. Thailand, about the size of Texas and located between the Pacific and Indian Oceans, holds a rare distinction. It is the only country in Southeast Asia that was never colonized by a European power. While neighbors such as present-day Myanmar, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and Indonesia came under British, French, or Dutch control, Thailand preserved its independence through careful diplomacy and strategic concessions. Its official name, Prat Thai, means Land of the Free, a title it has upheld for centuries. In the 19th century, Thai monarchs skillfully navigated regional politics, yielding some territory to protect the nation's sovereignty. Today, that independent spirit endures. Home to over 71 million people and more than 70 ethnic groups, Thailand remains a cultural crossroads, bordering Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Malaysia, while maintaining a strong and distinct national identity. Thailand is known as the Land of Smiles, and it's more than a slogan. It reflects a deep cultural mindset. A Thai smile can mean a warm welcome, polite respect, quiet patience, or even gentle embarrassment, depending on the situation. This connects to the idea of Mai Pen Rai, which means no worries or it's okay. It's a way of staying calm and kind even during challenges. It helps maintain peace and avoid conflict in daily life. Thailand often ranks among the world's friendliest countries. Over 80% of tourists say local kindness made their trip better. This reputation has stayed strong despite political or economic changes. What makes the Thai smile special is that it's not just for tourists, it's part of everyday life. In markets, on buses, or in schools, people show the same warmth to each other. This culture of friendliness brings real benefits. Tourism earns over $70 billion each year. Happy visitors return, spread the word, and build goodwill for Thailand. The smile also reflects Buddhist values like compassion, patience, and emotional balance. It supports personal well-being and strengthens the community as a whole. These 20 facts reveal why Thailand isn't just another tourist destination, but a country that has maintained its unique identity while embracing global connections. From living 543 years in the future to creating the world's most expensive coffee from elephant dung, Thailand consistently surprises and delights visitors with combinations of ancient wisdom and modern innovation. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Have you experienced Thailand's unique culture firsthand? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible journeys around our amazing world. Until next time. Cambodia is full of shocking and fascinating truths that defy expectation. Do you know that in one village girls are given private huts to explore relationships? Or do some women bear secret tattoos seen only by elders? There's even an island inhabited solely by women, where men won't dare set foot. This isn't folklore, it's modern Cambodia. From casinos rivaling Vegas to scam networks turning economic zones into illegal trade. In this video, we uncover 15 mind-blowing facts that will completely shift your view of Cambodia. The very first fact? It's about an autonomous region that technically shouldn't exist. Number 1. Cambodia's secret autonomous region. Cambodia's autonomous regions and special economic zones continue to attract attention for their unique legal frameworks. The country has developed 64 special economic zones offering tax incentives, duty exemptions, and simplified administration to draw foreign investment. These zones often operate with legal independence, creating distinct regulatory environments. Cambodia also runs a dual currency economy. Both the Cambodian riel and the US dollar are accepted, with an average exchange rate of 4,013 riel to $1. While everyday purchases typically use riel, larger transactions favor dollars. Tourists and locals have easy access to fourth-generation mobile services with Met phone, cell card, and smart SIM cards sold without registration at airports, shops, and online. These allow immediate internet and call access. Electric mobility is gaining traction. By mid-2025, Cambodia will have 7,610 electric vehicles, though they make up less than 0.1% of the total fleet. The government aims to reach 3% of new car sales as electric vehicles by year-end, supported by regional partnerships. Online gambling remains loosely regulated. Land-based casinos are legal for foreigners, while the government largely ignores offshore sites. Enforcement targets providers, not users, allowing betting servers to operate in legally gray zones. These combined factors make Cambodia's autonomous areas notable for their mix of legal irregularities, foreign commerce, and modern infrastructure. Number 2. The Women's Island. Koh Kong Island represents one of the most emotional yet inspiring stories in modern Cambodia. This area is home to approximately 40 women and over 100 children, living together in a village where no adult men reside. But this is a sanctuary created in response to difficult life circumstances. Many of these women have faced domestic hardship or abandonment. Some are widows whose husbands passed away due to conflict or accidents. Several residents were previously unhoused, struggling for basic needs, until a local NGO helped them move to Koh Kong Island to rebuild their lives. Life on the island is simple and self-reliant. There are no televisions or mobile phones, only radios for basic communication. The women manage most of the daily labor themselves and bring in outside help from men, compensated fairly, only when heavy work is required. What stands out most is this: Cambodian men typically choose not to visit the island, not due to laws, but out of a shared respect for the women's healing space. Even those unconnected to the past events recognize the significance of this community. It has become an unspoken cultural agreement that this area remains a place of safety and renewal. Together, the women have built a self-sustaining economy, growing crops, raising animals, and offering mutual support in a way that shows how strength and solidarity can overcome adversity. Number 3. Traditional weddings. Cambodian weddings are elaborate celebrations that often span 1 to 3 days, with longer ceremonies believed to bring greater blessings and respect to the couple. The festivities commence with the Gat Sa, or hair-cutting ceremony, where the bride and groom sit before an altar honoring their ancestors. Family members and close friends take turns symbolically cutting small locks of hair, representing the shedding of past lives and the beginning of a new chapter together. Throughout the celebration, the bride dons multiple traditional Khmer outfits, typically 3 to 5, each featuring distinct colors, intricate hairstyles, and ornate jewelry, embodying the elegance of an Apsara dancer from Angkorian carvings. A significant ritual is the Sampi's PTM, or knot tying ceremony, where the couple sits side by side as elders and guests tie red threads around their wrists. Each thread symbolizes blessings, advice, or well wishes for the couple's future. Another notable ceremony is the Bong Volpi Bapul, or circle candle ceremony, typically held in the evening. Married couples circle the bride and groom with lit candles, chanting blessings to ward off evil spirits and ensure prosperity. These rituals, rich in symbolism and community involvement, underscore the cultural significance of marriage in Cambodian society, highlighting themes of renewal, unity, and collective support. Number 4. Secret beauty marks of the most beautiful women. In Cambodian culture, traditional tattoos, known as sak yant, hold significant spiritual meaning. These aren't random decorative tattoos. They're carefully chosen markings that might appear as a tiny flower behind the neck, an ancient symbol on the wrist, or delicate lines hidden behind the ear. Not every woman receives one. This is a secret selection process that has been passed down through generations. These tattoos are typically administered by monks or spiritual masters and are believed to offer protection, strength, and blessings to the wearer. The process involves specific rituals, including prayers and the selection of auspicious symbols that reflect the individual's essence. While the mystical aspects have faded somewhat in modern times, the tradition continues in remote villages. Some communities even record these women's names in official village registries as symbols of cultural pride. Number 5. The truth behind Cambodia's casino. Cambodia has emerged as a significant player in Asia's casino industry. In 2019, the government approved a total of 163 casino licenses, with 91 allocated to Pria Sihanouk province, which includes Sihanoukville. This number surpassed the count of casinos in Las Vegas at that time. Sihanoukville has experienced rapid transformation due to substantial Chinese investment, leading to a proliferation of casinos, hotels, and other businesses. By 2019, approximately 90% of businesses in the province were Chinese-owned. The Cambodian government has attracted foreign investors with relatively low licensing fees. As of 2020, the annual fee for a casino license was $40,000. This is particularly appealing given the ban on gambling in mainland China, creating a substantial market of Chinese tourists seeking legal gambling venues. Chinese casino operators often bring their own management and staff, catering primarily to Chinese clientele. Transactions are frequently conducted through Chinese digital payment platforms, creating an economic loop that benefits Chinese businesses. While Cambodians host these investments, the local economic benefits are limited. Security measures in these casinos are stringent. Visitors are required to present identification and undergo thorough screenings. Inside services are tailored to keep patrons engaged, including on-site currency exchange and continuous hospitality services. A concerning aspect is the clientele's demographic. Many patrons are low to middle-income individuals from Vietnam and China, who may incur significant losses in short periods. Casinos often provide accommodations and services aimed at encouraging prolonged gambling sessions. Enjoyed the video? Before we continue, don't forget to ring the bell, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It truly helps me out, and I promise to bring you even more awesome content. Number 6. The scam operations disguised as job opportunities. Behind the facade of Cambodia's casino industry lies a disturbing reality: sophisticated criminal enterprises exploiting foreign workers, particularly from Vietnam and Laos. These individuals are lured by deceptive job advertisements promising high-paying computer work, only to find themselves trapped in a bad situation upon arrival. Recruitment ads often promise high salaries ranging per month for simple computer tasks. However, upon arrival in Cambodia, victims have their passports and identification documents confiscated. Instead of the promised work, they're coerced into operating online scams via platforms like TikTok, Zalo, and Telegram, often creating fake romantic relationships to defraud victims. These operations are not isolated incidents. According to the United Nations Human Rights Office, approximately 100,000 people in Cambodia are being forced to work in online scam centers. The working conditions are deplorable, with victims subjected to long hours. Those who fail to meet quotas face severe penalties. Escape is nearly impossible without paying sums for freedom, but amounts far beyond the victim's means. Those unable to pay are either forced to continue working under bad conditions or to be brought to another organization, further diminishing their hopes of freedom. These compounds operate like high-security facilities surrounded by walls topped with barbed wire and guarded by armed personnel. The human cost of these operations is staggering. Reports indicate that the Go Dao Bridge near the Mia Si border gate in Vietnam has been dubbed the Dead Erasure Bridge, as several individuals have passed away there each year due to overwhelming gambling debts. Number 7. The mystery of the Cambodian jungle girl. In January 2007, a woman was discovered in Cambodia's Ratanakiri province near the Vietnam border after reportedly living in the jungle. She was found without clothes, dirty, and unable to speak any recognizable language, communicating instead through gestures and animal-like sounds. A local policeman, Sao Lu, claimed the woman was his daughter Rokom Pien Jing, who had disappeared in 1988 at the age of 8 while herding buffalo. He identified her by a scar on her arm from a childhood accident. However, some observers noted inconsistencies such as her hair being recently cut and her ability to use utensils, suggesting she might not have lived in the wild for an extended period. Despite initial plans for DNA testing to confirm her identity, the family later withdrew consent, leaving her true identity unverified. The woman struggled to adapt to village life, often attempting to return to the jungle and displaying behaviors indicative of trauma or mental health issues. In 2016, a Vietnamese man named Pel from Gia Lai province came forward, claiming the woman was his daughter Tak, who had disappeared in 2006. He provided documentation and identified her by specific physical features. With the support of Sao Lu and after review by immigration officials, the woman returned to Vietnam with her family. Number 8. Cambodians choose gold over banks. In Cambodia, Gold serves as a primary means of saving and investment, deeply rooted in cultural practices. Gold shops are ubiquitous, found in markets and alongside various businesses, reflecting their integral role in daily life. The preference for gold over traditional banking arises from historical experiences of economic instability. Gold is perceived as a stable store of value, resistant to currency fluctuations and easily tradable. During significant events like weddings and New Year celebrations, it's customary for brides to adorn themselves with substantial gold jewelry, symbolizing familial wealth and financial security. Many Cambodians, especially in rural areas, may not maintain bank accounts but are meticulous about their gold holdings, often knowing the exact weight they possess. It's common for individuals to convert assets like motorbikes into gold items, viewing precious metals as more reliable than government-backed currency. Gold shops typically operate from early morning until late afternoon. This accessibility allows people to engage in transactions throughout the day, converting between gold and cash based on immediate needs. Such practices create a parallel economy where traditional banking services play a lesser role in daily financial activities. For Cambodians, gold embodies more than just wealth. It represents culture, style, and hope. In a nation that has faced economic disruptions and political instability, gold offers a tangible sense of security that paper money and digital accounts may not provide. Do you think saving in gold is a smarter strategy than using banks, especially in countries with unstable economies? Let us know your thoughts below. Number 9. The Kreyong tribe's courtship tradition. Deep in the remote mountains of Cambodia's Ratnakiri province resides the Kreyong tribe, known for its distinctive approach to love and marriage. When a Kreyong girl reaches puberty, typically between the ages of 13 and 15, her parents construct a small, private hut near the family home. This hut serves as her personal space to explore romantic relationships without judgment or interference. In this hut, she has the autonomy to invite boys she's interested in getting to know. They can converse, spend time together, and assess their compatibility as potential life partners. Meeting with several different boys over months or years is not only accepted but encouraged by the community. The Kreyong people believe that true marital happiness stems from genuine emotion and personal choice rather than arranged obligations. This tradition has been associated with remarkably low divorce rates within the community. In an environment devoid of modern dating apps and social media, the Kreyong have cultivated a system that emphasizes emotional connection, mutual respect, and personal freedom. Their weddings, while often simpler than elaborate commerce ceremonies, carry profound meaning as they represent authentic mutual choice. Both partners have had the opportunity to thoroughly explore their feelings before making a lifelong commitment. However, this tradition is gradually fading due to modernization, increased exposure to external cultures, and changing societal values. Despite this, the Kreyong's approach to courtship remains a testament to the importance of personal agency and emotional compatibility in relationships. Number 10. Apsara dance. Apsara dance is not merely a performance. It is one of the most sacred and refined forms of Cambodian artistic expression, symbolizing a direct connection to celestial realms. The dance draws inspiration from the celestial maidens of Hindu mythology, known as Apsaras, who are immortalized in the intricate stone reliefs adorning the ancient walls of Angkor Wat. At first glance, Apsara dance appears slow and gentle, but mastering this art form requires learning over 1,500 distinct hand gestures, known as kabak. Each movement of the fingers, glance of the eyes, and subtle smile holds deep symbolic meaning. Dancers express natural phenomena, universal concepts, love, spirituality, and specific elements like gentle rainfall or morning mist through precise physical movements. Apsara dancers wear elaborate traditional costumes, including flowing silk skirts called sampat sarabap, golden belts, and ornate crowns resembling goddess headdresses. The preparation can take hours, as each costume element carries cultural and spiritual significance. Training often begins at a young age, sometimes as early as 8 or 9 years old. Children practice each hand position and step with discipline akin to martial arts training. Dance masters carefully observe young dancers' hands, eyes, and natural flexibility to identify innate talent. Being selected to become an Apsara dancer is a tremendous honor in Cambodian society. These performers undergo years of rigorous training to achieve the seemingly effortless grace that characterizes professional performances. What amazes international visitors is how Apsara dancers maintain serene facial expressions throughout the entire performances, executing complex movements that appear to flow like divine dreams. Number 11. Floating villages. In Kampong Phluk, a stilted village on Tonle Sap Lake, residents have adapted to a unique lifestyle shaped by the lake's seasonal rhythms. While not floating in the literal sense, the village's houses are built on stilts ranging from 6 to 10 meters high to accommodate the dramatic changes in water levels between the dry and wet seasons. Tonle Sap Lake experiences a rare hydrological phenomenon. During the monsoon season, May to October, the Mekong River swells and reverses the flow of the Tonle Sap River, causing the lake to expand from approximately 2,500 square kilometers to over 16,000 square kilometers. This reversal transforms surrounding areas into vast floodplains. The stilted homes in Kampong Phluk serve as more than shelters, they are integral to the community's way of life. Daily activities such as cooking, working, socializing, and even education occur in these elevated structures. The village includes floating markets, schools, and temples, all adapted to the aquatic environment. Children in the village often learn to navigate boats at a young age, using small vessels to attend school or assist with family fishing activities. For the residents, the water is not an obstacle but a vital part of their cultural identity and daily existence. Would you be able to live in a village like Kampong Phluk where every part of life, from school to shopping, happens on or above the water? Let us know why or why not in the comments. Number 12. Snake delicacies and belief symbolism. Cambodia's diverse ecosystems, including mangrove swamps and riverine areas, support a wide range of wildlife, including various snake species. In regions like in Yang Province in Vietnam, near the Cambodian border, local communities have developed a traditional method of preserving snake meat, particularly during the flood season. The preparation involves marinating the meat with regional spices and carefully sun-drying it over several days. It's estimated that 20 to 40 kilograms of fresh meat yield about 1 kilogram of dried product. This dish is often served with raw cucumbers or chili sauce and is valued not only for its distinctive flavor and texture but also as a source of nutrition. Though unfamiliar to some, it reflects important aspects of rural culinary heritage. Beyond its culinary role, snakes also carry deep spiritual meaning in Cambodian culture. The Naga, a mythical serpent, is a revered symbol in Khmer mythology and is commonly featured in Buddhist temple architecture. Naga figures appear on temple entrances, staircases, and rooftops, representing protection, fertility, and the bridge between the human and divine. This dual symbolism, snakes as both food and sacred icons, underscores the complex relationship between everyday survival and spiritual belief in traditional Cambodian society. Number 13. The American and Japanese car obsession. Walking through Phnom Penh or any major Cambodian city, you'll immediately notice that roads are dominated by older Toyota and Lexus models imported from the United States and Japan. This preference exists despite Cambodia imposing substantial import taxes on vehicles. For instance, the import tariff for second-hand passenger cars is 15%, with additional taxes such as vehicle acquisition tax and value-added tax applied, cumulatively increasing the final cost significantly. A used Toyota Camry that costs around $10,000 in the United States can reach prices of $20,000 to $30,000 in Cambodia, after all taxes and quarantine. fees are applied. Despite these markups, Cambodians willingly pay premium prices to own older Toyota Camrys or Lexus RX vehicles, which rank among the most popular cars throughout the country. Many imported vehicles arrive with left-hand steering wheels, but local mechanics convert them to right-hand drive to meet Cambodian road requirements while maintaining safety standards. Even though these are used vehicles, Cambodians trust that Japanese cars offer superior durability with fewer mechanical problems, while American cars provide power and smooth operation suited to local road conditions. The reputation for reliability proves accurate. Some 1990s Toyota Camrys continue cruising Phnom Penh streets today, demonstrating the exceptional build quality that justifies premium pricing. This automotive preference reflects broader Cambodian consumer behavior, prioritizing long-term value and reliability over initial purchase price, even when that means making significant financial sacrifices. Number 14. Sugar palm, the green treasure of Cambodia. If you've ever traveled through the rural areas of Cambodia, you've likely seen tall sugar palm trees standing proudly in the fields. These are not just ordinary trees but also the national symbol of Cambodia, closely tied to the life of the Khmer people for generations. The sugar palm can reach heights of up to 30 meters, with broad leaves and dark brown fruit. What makes it special is its sap, harvested by climbing the tall trunk and collecting the sweet liquid from the male flowers. This sap can be cooked into palm sugar, fermented to make palm wine, or used in traditional dishes. Locals also use palm leaves to thatch roofs or weave them into fans, baskets, and even ancient palm leaf manuscripts. Surprisingly, the sugar palm also contributed to the construction of Angkor Wat. The ancient Khmer used a mixture of lime, palm sugar, and liana sap as a binding agent, allowing the massive stones to stand strong for centuries. Today, the image of the sugar palm appears on Cambodia's coat of arms and currency, serving as a reminder of the sustainable value it provides. If you have the chance to visit Cambodia, don't forget to try a refreshing sip of sugar palm juice, a piece of sweet palm sugar, and admire the rows of sugar palms reaching high in the sunset. That's the moment you'll feel the essence of the unique Khmer culture. Number 15. Traditional courtship practices. In rural Cambodian villages, traditional courtship practices have historically emphasized family involvement and community customs. While arranged marriages were once prevalent, modern influences have introduced more autonomy in partner selection, especially in urban areas. Traditional courtship rituals such as Kol Moan, where a young man expresses his interest through a love letter, and Mesanut, an informal meeting between families, have been part of Cambodia's rich cultural tapestry. In contemporary Cambodia, especially in cities like Phnom Penh, women participate actively in various sectors including tourism, hospitality, and international businesses. This exposure has contributed to evolving perspectives on relationships and marriage. While some Cambodian women enter into international marriages, comprehensive data on the exact numbers and motivations is limited. It's essential to approach discussions about cultural practices and preferences with sensitivity and an understanding of the diversity within any community. We have gone through 15 amazing facts about Cambodia. Did any of them surprise you? If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. I hope you'll love this content. Comment below about the next topic you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. When you think of Arab countries, you probably picture oil wealth, luxury, and gleaming skyscrapers. But Yemen, a land of ancient mud towers, surprising cultural practices. A country rich in natural resources face such immense humanitarian challenges. Here are 15 facts about Yemen that will completely change how you see the Arab world. Let's start. Yemen holds archaeological treasures that rival Egypt's pyramids but are still largely unknown. The ancient city of Marib, once home to the Sabaean civilization, features the Maram Bilqis temple, used for over 1,200 years, making it one of the longest functioning religious sites in history. The site spans 98 hectares and includes inscriptions that offer insight into pre-Islamic Arabian culture. In Al-Mukalla, researchers discovered more than 700 preserved remains with techniques that may predate Egyptian mummification. Some are from the 3rd century BCE and show advanced understanding of anatomy and preservation. The city of Barakish, inhabited for over 2,500 years, reveals sophisticated urban design, defensive structures, and water systems. Writings found there help historians understand ancient trade and governance. Yemen's history is also linked to religious traditions. Many believe the Queen of Sheba's kingdom was located in Marib, supported by archaeological evidence of royal buildings. The Himyarite kingdom, which ruled from 110 BCE to 525 CE, left behind impressive architecture. The Gumdan Palace in Sana'a was said to rise 20 stories and featured early mechanical innovations like automated doors and running water. In recent years, access to many sites has become limited due to instability. Some historic locations have been affected, and ongoing preservation efforts face challenges. Several are now listed by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites in danger, with protection efforts continuing where possible. If you could explore just one ancient site in Yemen, which would you choose, Marib, Barakish, or the towering Gumdan Palace? Why? Comment and chat with me. In Yemen's desert lies Shibam, known as the Manhattan of the desert. It's home to mud brick skyscrapers built over 500 years ago, some reaching 11 stories. While Europe had single-story wooden homes, Yemeni builders used earth, straw, and water to create vertical cities. These buildings housed multiple families, with livestock and storage on the ground floor and people living above. Their thick bases and thinner upper walls balance the weight perfectly, and they naturally regulate temperature, cool by day, warm at night. Many have been lived in continuously for centuries, passed down through generations like modern condos. However, due to ongoing regional challenges and a lack of preservation, these historic structures face serious risks. Without proper care, these rare architectural feats could be lost forever. One of the most surprising things about Yemen is the widespread use of a plant called khat. It looks like spinach but acts as a strong stimulant. Every day around 2 in the afternoon, much of the country slows down as millions gather to chew it. About 90% of adult men and a quarter of women use it regularly. The economic and social impact is significant. Families spend about a quarter of their income on this plant despite low average wages. Its cultivation uses 40% of Yemen's agricultural water, worsening the country's water shortage. To meet demand, farmers sometimes dig unauthorized wells, reducing groundwater levels. Khat sessions can last 4 to 6 hours, affecting daily productivity and adding to economic hardship. It can cause short-term stimulation followed by tiredness and a low mood. Despite this, khat remains legal and central to the economy. Millions depend on its farming, distribution, and sale. This creates a challenging cycle where economic reliance and social customs make change difficult. Before continuing, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, please hit the notification bell and subscribe. It helps this channel so much, and if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Here's a startling fact. Yemen has vast oil reserves, with petroleum even seeping from the ground in some regions. Experts estimate the country holds billions of barrels of untapped crude oil and large natural gas deposits. This resource wealth could make Yemen one of the richest nations in the Middle East. Yet, it remains among the poorest. One major reason lies in decades of mismanagement and alleged political corruption. Instead of investing in local oil infrastructure, leaders granted extraction rights to foreign companies and exported crude oil while importing refined fuel, often at higher costs. As a result, Yemen, rich in oil, relies on gasoline imports from neighboring countries at global market prices. Reports suggest that some political figures may have accumulated significant personal wealth during this period, while the general population faced growing economic hardship. At its peak in the early 2000s, Yemen produced around 450,000 barrels of oil daily, potentially generating tens of millions of dollars in revenue per day. Yet the average citizen earns about $100 per month, and a large portion of the population depends on humanitarian aid. These figures highlight the scale of the economic imbalance. Many believe that greater transparency and stronger institutions are needed to ensure national resources benefit all Yemenis. In a country with such natural wealth, there's potential to provide basic services like healthcare and education for every citizen. Socotra Island, part of Yemen, is one of the most unique places on Earth. Isolated for millions of years, it developed an ecosystem unlike anywhere else, earning it the nickname Galapagos of the Indian Ocean. Its most iconic tree, the dragon blood tree, has a thick trunk, umbrella-shaped canopy, and bleeds red sap once valued more than gold for medicine and dye. The island is home to over 700 species found nowhere else, plants shaped like bottles, night-blooming flowers, and birds with strange calls. Its surreal landscape features giant dunes, turquoise waters, and freshwater springs flowing onto beaches. Even people are unique. The Socotri speak their unwritten language and follow ancient traditions, using sustainable methods to live in harmony with nature. But this natural wonder is in danger. Climate shifts and instability in the region are making conservation more difficult. Scientists fear some species may vanish before they're fully studied. Socotra, like a forgotten Galapagos, needs protection before it's too late. Over 2,000 years ago, Yemeni engineers built the Revered Dam, an advanced water system that turned the desert into farmland. It wasn't just a dam, but a network of channels and reservoirs that used seasonal floods to irrigate thousands of hectares. This system supported over 300,000 people in a region that should sustain far fewer. What's remarkable is its durability. The dam worked for over 1,000 years using only stone, bronze tools, and precise calculations, far outlasting most modern dams. Its collapse around 570 CE caused mass migration and is even mentioned in religious texts. Some believe it helped reshape the Middle East and influence the rise of Islam. Even more impressive, other ancient systems still function today. Terraced farms and underground water channels called a flage use gravity to move water across long distances. Modern engineers study them to learn better irrigation techniques. Sadly, much of this knowledge is disappearing. The skilled workers who once preserved it have been lost due to ongoing challenges in the region, and the world risks forgetting one of history's greatest engineering achievements. Yemen has one of the highest rates of child soldier recruitment in the world. They as young as 10 have been seen carrying weapons and participating in armed conflict. Since the escalation in 2014, the United Nations estimates over 10,000 children have been recruited, though the real number may be higher. In many cases, families facing extreme poverty and a lack of services allow their children to join armed groups in exchange for necessities. With schools closed and few job opportunities, some see this as their only way to survive. Yemen is experiencing one of the world's most severe humanitarian crises. Over 24 million people, around 80% of the population, depend on humanitarian aid. 14 million face serious food insecurity, and 2 million children under 5 are malnourished. In some areas, childhood malnutrition rates are at alarming levels. The healthcare system is under immense strain. Only half of medical facilities are operational, and many lack basic supplies like antibiotics and anesthesia. In some cases, medical procedures occur with limited or no proper resources. Preventable diseases such as cholera and diphtheria have re-emerged. According to international agencies, a child under 5 dies every 10 minutes from treatable conditions, adding up to more than 140 each day. The water and sanitation crisis is equally severe. 18 million people lack reliable access to safe water, contributing to disease outbreaks. Yemen has reported over 2 million suspected cholera cases since 2016, one of the largest in recent history. This crisis is driven by human factors. The economy has contracted by more than 50% since 2014. Currency devaluation has made food and medicine unaffordable, and many public sector workers have not received salaries in years. Despite the scale of the emergency, international support remains limited, leaving millions without the help they need. If you had 1 minute to tell the world about Yemen, what would you say? Drop your message in the comments. Let's make sure it's not forgotten. Yemen was once a wealthy and powerful center of global trade, though it is often overlooked today. For over 1,000 years, it controlled vital trade routes connecting Europe, Africa, and Asia, thanks to its monopoly on frankincense and myrrh, resins more valuable than gold. Its strategic location made it a hub for caravans and maritime trade, generating immense wealth for ancient kingdoms like Saba, Himyar, and Hadramaut. These civilizations built grand cities and developed advanced infrastructure rivaling Rome. The Queen of Sheba, believed to be Yemeni, oversaw vast trading networks across 3 continents. Yemeni merchants pioneered global commerce, creating early banking systems, standardized trade practices, and agreements that predated modern globalization by 2,000 years. They established trade posts in India, East Africa, and Southeast Asia, spreading crops, technologies, and ideas. This prosperity is still visible in cities like Sana'a and Shibam, with multi-story homes and urban designs far ahead of their time. Yet Yemen's legacy is largely forgotten. Its decline began when sea routes bypassed overland trade, and oil discoveries elsewhere further sidelined its economy. Despite this, its rich history survives in libraries, ruins, and oral traditions waiting to be rediscovered. Yemen is facing a severe water crisis that could make it uninhabitable within decades. The country has just 2% of the water considered necessary for basic human needs. Yemenis have access to only 86 cubic meters of water per person each year, far below the global average of 1,000. Groundwater is rapidly vanishing, dropping by up to 6 meters annually, and ancient aquifers are being drained beyond recovery. A major factor is the cultivation of khat, a plant that consumes 40% of Yemen's water resources but contributes little to nutrition or economic development. Over 55,000 unauthorized wells have been dug to support this crop, worsening the crisis. In the capital, Sana'a, residents receive water only once every 45 days and spend up to a quarter of their income purchasing it. In rural areas, women and children walk for hours daily to collect water. The impact on health is severe. Contaminated water has led to outbreaks of illness, and children suffer from dehydration, preventable diseases, and malnutrition. Despite decades of warnings, governments failed to implement lasting solutions. Ongoing conflict has damaged water infrastructure, and in some regions access to water is controlled and limited. Climate change worsens the situation. Rainfall is less predictable, temperatures are rising, and some areas could become unlivable within 20 to 30 years. Women in Yemen face restrictions far beyond those in most conservative societies. Only 6% participate in the formal workforce, among the lowest rates in the world. But the issue extends beyond jobs. In many areas, women cannot leave home, travel, or seek medical care without permission from a male guardian. This system often keeps them dependent on male family members throughout their lives. Education is also limited. Although Yemen once had respected female scholars and poets, only 35% of women are literate today, and in rural regions that number drops below 20%. Girls are frequently taken out of school at puberty and married during their teenage years. While the average age of marriage is 19, many rural girls marry as young as 15. These challenges impact health as well. Yemen has one of the world's highest maternal health risks, with limited access to trained professionals. In many cases, women rely on traditional birth attendants due to cost or travel restrictions. Mental health concerns are widespread, with many women experiencing long-term stress and limited autonomy. This is particularly disheartening because Yemen was once making progress. In the 1990s and early 2000s, more girls were attending school, women entered professional fields, and some held public office. Ongoing conflict and economic hardship have reversed these gains. Families under pressure are more likely to arrange early marriages for daughters as a way to reduce expenses. As global conversations about women's rights continue, many Yemeni women remain unheard. While others push for equality, they are still striving for visibility, access, and basic freedoms. Yemen is a country rich in resources but facing extreme poverty. It has an estimated 3 billion barrels of oil, valued at over $240 billion, along with large natural gas reserves, valuable minerals, and vast fishing grounds. This wealth could support its 33 million people at a middle income level. Yet Yemen's annual income per person is only about $824, among the lowest in the world. By comparison, neighboring Saudi Arabia earns over $23,000 per person. Despite having fertile land, Yemen imports 90% of its food. It also brings in fuel, even though it has its oil reserves. Since 2014, the Yemeni rial has lost more than 80% of its value, and prices for basic goods have sharply increased. A meal that once cost $2 now costs over $10, while incomes have declined or become unreliable. Doctors earn around $200 monthly when salaries are available. Teachers receive even less, about $100, and many schools are no longer operational. Meanwhile, those in informal trades like cat sellers may earn more than professionals. The informal economy now plays a larger role than the formal one. Most Yemenis rely on small businesses, family support from abroad, or humanitarian aid to get by. Standard job statistics no longer reflect the reality of the labor market. This economic situation was not inevitable. Countries such as Norway and Botswana have successfully managed their natural resource wealth to benefit their populations. Yemen had similar opportunities but was held back by governance challenges and mismanagement. Subscribe for more untold stories from the places the world overlooks. Your support helps bring attention where it's needed most. Yemen is facing a severe climate challenge with potential global effects, though it receives little international attention. Temperatures are rising there at twice the global average. In some areas, heat has increased by more than 2 degrees Celsius in the past 20 years. Summers now frequently exceed 50 degrees, making outdoor work very difficult during the day. Sea levels along Yemen's coast are also rising quickly due to warming oceans and melting ice. Historic cities like Aden, a major trading center for over 2,000 years, may face permanent flooding by the year 2050. Farming conditions are becoming increasingly difficult. Traditional agricultural regions are now too hot and dry to sustain crops. Terraced fields, used for 2,000 years, are being left behind as rainfall becomes less predictable. Yemen's well-known coffee-growing zones are also affected by shifting climate patterns. The water situation is worsening. Hotter temperatures increase evaporation, and rainfall is now more likely to arrive as intense storms rather than slow, steady showers that refill groundwater. These changes are putting pressure on food supplies, water systems, and rural communities. This issue could have a major impact on global trade. Yemen borders the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, through which 10% of the world's shipping passes. Instability in the region could affect the movement of goods worth trillions of dollars. Climate stress may also lead to population movement. Within 30 years, heat and water shortages could displace 10 to 20 million people. The world is not yet ready for climate-related migration at this scale. Despite all this, Yemen contributes very little to global emissions. The average person there emits less than 0.3 tons of carbon dioxide annually, compared to 16 tons in the United States. Yet Yemenis are experiencing some of the most serious effects of climate change. Even the coral reefs in the Red Sea, critical for marine ecosystems and fishing communities, are showing signs of stress and coral bleaching. Yemen is losing cultural treasures that many around the world have never heard of. Its heritage includes not just historic buildings but also living languages, traditions, and knowledge passed down for thousands of years, now fading quickly. On Socotra Island, the Socotri language is one of the world's oldest continuously spoken languages without a written form. It preserves valuable insights into medicine, navigation, and sustainable living. With only about 70,000 speakers remaining, and many younger generations moving away, the language faces serious decline. Yemen's architecture is equally remarkable. In Sanaa's old city, more than 6,000 homes built before the 11th century still stand. These buildings feature advanced designs such as multi-story towers and natural ventilation, and they once influenced construction styles across the Islamic world. Sadly, many have been damaged by conflict and a lack of maintenance. traditional crafts are also in decline. Yemen was once celebrated for its silverwork, created by Jewish and Muslim artisans using techniques passed down through generations. Today, many of these craftsmen have left or passed on, and much of their knowledge is at risk of being lost. Oral traditions, including music and poetry passed down through performance, are fading as artists become displaced or can no longer share their work. Yemeni cuisine, developed over thousands of years using local ingredients and techniques, is also at risk. As food insecurity increases, traditional recipes are being replaced by simplified meals focused on basic survival. This cultural loss is especially painful because modern technology could help preserve it. We have the tools to record languages, document architectural styles, and archive traditional knowledge. However, ongoing instability has halted most preservation efforts. Some historic items have been removed and sold overseas, making recovery difficult even in the future. Despite years of conflict, economic hardship, and limited resources, the people of Yemen continue to show remarkable resilience. Their strength is not just emotional, it is practical, visible, and deeply inspiring. In camps and damaged communities, Yemenis are creating schools from tents and salvaged materials. Teachers, many without salaries, still educate children using handwritten materials. Parents who face food shortages still make learning a priority. In homes without electricity, students study by candlelight or solar-powered lamps. Their communities are building their support networks. In areas without public services, neighbors share meals, care for those in need, and look out for each other. Volunteer doctors staff informal clinics. Engineers restore water systems, and teachers host classes in their homes. Young people are especially resourceful. With limited internet access, they teach themselves skills like programming and digital marketing. Many support their families through online work. Across markets and neighborhoods, Yemenis find creative ways to earn income, reusing materials, planting urban gardens, and launching small businesses. What brings the most hope is the youth's dedication to Yemen's future. Many are studying abroad or gaining skills to help rebuild their country. And cultural traditions remain strong, even in difficult circumstances. As families pass down heritage, celebrate local customs, and teach values to the next generation. Even with limited resources, hospitality and generosity thrive. Families welcome others to share meals, and communities support each other. For many Yemenis, kindness is not just tradition, it's a way to preserve dignity and unity during hard times. Here's the truth: Yemen is more than a country in crisis. It's a reflection of our global priorities and our shared humanity. While one tech billionaire's wealth could end Yemen's suffering, 24 million people continue to struggle. The world spends more on weapons in one day than Yemen receives in aid in a year. What's most shocking is that this crisis was preventable. Water shortages, economic collapse, and humanitarian disaster could have been avoided with better planning, governance, and early action. Yemen's story is about the choices we make: profits over people, silence over intervention, politics over humanity. But Yemenis also make powerful choices. Every day they choose hope, dignity, and resilience. They show us what strength looks like. So what can you do? First, remember Yemen. Share this story. Support organizations helping on the ground. Contact your leaders and ask for stronger action. And above all, remember, behind every number is a person with dreams, fears, and hopes like yours. Yemen's people deserve more than to be forgotten. They deserve a chance to rebuild and thrive. The real question isn't whether Yemen can recover, it's whether we will care enough to help. Despite global progress, some countries continue to experience serious economic hardship. In these societies, women's roles are often confined to caring for the home and raising children, with limited access to other opportunities. In certain cases, families may arrange early marriages for their daughters, sometimes receiving modest support, in hopes of improving their future. In one country, these arrangements may involve as little as $40. This video explores 10 countries where such marital customs still exist. India is one of the most culturally and ethnically diverse nations in the world. With a population exceeding 1.4 billion, it is a country where centuries-old traditions coexist with modern ambitions. Within this setting, marriage often reflects ongoing gender inequalities, especially in rural areas. An educated young woman, fluent in English and aspiring to a career, may still be viewed in terms of her family's expectations. In lower-income regions, the support her marriage can bring to the household may outweigh her aspirations. Some families accept modest assistance during arranged marriages, occasionally as little as $35. For many in disadvantaged areas, marriage becomes a necessary step rather than a chosen path. Studies show that nearly 2/3 of Indian women who marry foreign partners do so to escape restrictive cultural norms. These women are not seeking luxury, but rather the chance to live with dignity and independence. Their struggle is intensified by widespread beliefs. Almost 87% of Indian adults say a wife should always obey her husband. This highlights a major gap in gender equality within the world's largest democracy. In urban areas, the female workforce participation rate is under 10%, which makes it difficult for even qualified women to secure meaningful employment. Still, many women demonstrate a strong commitment in relationships, with around 60% remaining in their first marriage for life. At home, they take on significant responsibilities, managing households with the kind of skill and discipline admired in the professional world. Fertility remains high, with an average of more than 2 children per woman, shaped by both cultural expectations and family roles. Indian women are recognized worldwide for their grace and presence, often reflected in Bollywood. But beyond the glamour lie stories of resilience. In many communities, financial hardship leads families to arrange marriages with small forms of support. These decisions are driven by economic pressure and limited options. For many modern Indian women, marriage to a foreign partner offers not just stability but the opportunity to live a life where their education, talents, and independence are truly valued. Each year in Stara Zagora, Bulgaria, a long-standing cultural gathering takes place on the first Saturday of Orthodox Christian Lent. Known as the Gypsy Market, it brings together members of the Kalaji community in a festive environment where families explore the possibility of marriage arrangements for their daughters, a tradition passed down for generations. Young women, often in their late teens, attend dressed in traditional attire, wearing family jewelry and carefully styled makeup. Their mothers proudly accompany them, introducing them to potential partners and their families. Though this event has deep historical roots, it continues to hold significance in modern Europe. The discussions that take place are thoughtful and involve a variety of considerations. Families talk through expectations and contributions that may accompany a union, typically ranging from $7,500 to over $20,000. These conversations are influenced by characteristics such as appearance, family reputation, and personal values. Every detail contributes to shaping a respectful and mutually beneficial understanding between families. Historically, marriages within the Kalaiji community help maintain cultural continuity. However, with the rise of digital communication, many women are now connecting with partners from outside their community. Social media and dating platforms have expanded opportunities, allowing them to build relationships based on shared values, regardless of geography. Bulgarian women are often perceived as reserved at first, but they are open-hearted, loyal, and value honesty in relationships. They are also deeply committed to family life, with a natural talent for creating warm, welcoming homes. While traditional norms often see men as the primary earners, many Bulgarian women prioritize emotional connection over material comfort. Although Bulgaria has made significant progress since joining the European Union, economic opportunities, especially for women in traditional communities, can still be limited. As a result, forming a partnership with someone from abroad is often seen as a way to create a more secure future, not only for themselves but also for the families they hope to build. China's marriage landscape has been shaped by unexpected outcomes of past policies. The one-child policy, launched in 1980 to curb population growth and drive economic progress, led to a significant gender imbalance, about 34 million more men than women, creating intense competition for marriage and increased financial pressure on families. Due to a long-standing cultural preference for sons, many young men today struggle to find partners. The shortage of women has made marriage arrangements more demanding, often involving substantial contributions from the groom's family. In cities such as Shanghai and Beijing, these can include customary gifts ranging from $25,000 to $50,000, along with property, cars, and elaborate celebrations. For many middle-class families, these expectations can be financially overwhelming. Meanwhile, women over the age of 27 who remain unmarried are often labeled shengnu, or left-behind women, despite their success in careers like medicine, law, engineering, and business. Many have prioritized education and professional growth, yet outdated views continue to undervalue their achievements simply due to age. This imbalance has led more Chinese women to consider international partnerships. In 2021, 549 women in Shanghai married foreign men, a number growing nationwide. These women often embody a blend of traditional values and modern skills. Influenced by Confucian teachings on loyalty and harmony, they are also highly educated, multilingual, and seek emotionally respectful and equal relationships. With a divorce rate of just 0.2%, Chinese women show a strong commitment to long-term partnerships. They are not seeking financial rescue abroad but are pursuing relationships where their abilities and values are respected. Even public figures reflect this trend. Rupert Murdoch married Wendy Deng, Hugh Grant shares children with Tinglan Hong, and Quentin "Rampage" Jackson has praised the understanding and support he's received in cross-cultural relationships. Amid growing social and economic pressures, many Chinese women are making thoughtful decisions to find more fulfilling and balanced partnerships beyond their national borders. Malaysia is a country where Malay, Chinese, and Indian cultures intersect, creating a unique and dynamic society. This cultural blend is reflected in Malaysian women, who carry the values and strengths of multiple traditions while navigating a modernizing nation. In cities like Kuala Lumpur, modern life thrives alongside traditional customs, with women playing a central role in shaping the country's future. Malaysian women reflect this diversity in both appearance and values. Some show traits from Chinese heritage, others from Malay or Indian backgrounds. What unites them is a shared grace, warmth, and adaptability influenced by their rich cultural environment. Women of Chinese background often balance Eastern traditions with global influences, making them open to international perspectives. Malay women, guided by Islamic principles, bring deep-rooted values and strong household management skills to relationships, grounded in family and faith. While Malaysia's economy continues to grow, especially in urban centers, women in rural or traditional areas still face limited professional opportunities. In response, many have turned to global matchmaking platforms. For around $500, women can access services that prioritize genuine connection through detailed profiles and extended communication before meeting in person. For men seeking meaningful relationships, visiting Malaysia typically involves travel and social expenses totaling around $2,000. But the return is more than a cultural experience. It's the chance to meet women who combine traditional values with education, independence, and emotional insight. Malaysian women are known for their calm, respectful approach to relationships. They value trust, open communication, and mutual support. While supportive of their partners, they also appreciate personal space and balance. Interest in international partnerships often reflects a desire for equality. In more traditional parts of Malaysian society, women are still expected to prioritize family over ambition. Many educated women now seek partners who support their goals and treat them as equals in every way. Enjoyed the video? Before we continue, don't forget to ring the bell, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It truly helps me out, and I promise to bring you even more awesome content. Egypt is a country where ancient heritage meets modern-day struggles, and where cultural pride continues to shape the roles of women. Egyptian women carry themselves with dignity, grounded in centuries of history. Yet in many regions, economic hardship has led some families to explore paths influenced by necessity and limited opportunity. Admired for their expressive features, flowing dark hair, and distinctive eyes, Egyptian women often maintain beauty traditions inspired by figures like Cleopatra. However, their value extends far beyond appearance. Known for their emotional strength and deep family loyalty, Egyptian women are often the stabilizing force in households. They prefer calm, thoughtful dialogue and bring warmth and vibrancy to social gatherings, blending poise with energy. Still, economic challenges are widespread. With over 30% of the population living below the poverty line, families, especially in rural areas, may consider cross-border unions. In such cases, men from wealthier regions offer financial assistance, often around $2,000, in exchange for short-term marriage arrangements during their stay in Egypt. While these situations may seem practical, they frequently leave women without lasting support when the visitor departs. Legal protections exist, but enforcement is inconsistent, particularly in remote communities. As a result, many women are turning to international partnerships in search of respect, companionship, and shared values, not material gain. In a society where traditional gender roles limit personal independence, these relationships offer hope for a more balanced life. Many Egyptian women seek partners who will recognize their abilities, listen to their perspectives, and treat them as equals. Educated and fluent in multiple languages, these women often understand both Eastern and Western cultures. Their commitment to lasting partnerships, along with their adaptability and strong character, makes them thoughtful and dedicated companions ready for meaningful, mutual relationships. Vietnam may not be the most well-known destination for international relationships, but it has become increasingly popular among Western men seeking long-term, meaningful partnerships. In 2019, nearly 1,800 Vietnamese women entered the United States on fiancé visas, a number that continues to grow. While physical beauty may be the initial draw, it is the grace, kindness, and composure of Vietnamese women that leave a lasting impression. With smooth, fair skin, naturally slim figures, and glossy dark hair, their appearance reflects both tradition and care. But more importantly, they bring mindfulness and dignity to everyday life. Raised in a culture that emphasizes balance and responsibility, Vietnamese women often contribute financially while maintaining harmonious homes. They resolve conflicts with emotional maturity, favoring compromise and understanding over argument. A unique aspect of Vietnamese dating culture is the preference for older partners, often 5 to 10 years senior. This reflects a cultural view that maturity, life experience, and emotional stability are vital to lasting relationships, rather than simply financial concerns. Pursuing a relationship in Vietnam is not a casual process. A typical trip, including travel, lodging, and dating activities, ranges from $800 to $2,000, reflecting the genuine intent of both parties to form a lasting bond. Education is highly valued. With female literacy near 99%, Vietnamese women are well-informed and capable of engaging in thoughtful discussions across topics like literature, business, and politics. They seek partners who value both intellect and character. Family plays a central role in Vietnamese life. These women typically seek stable, long-term relationships, where raising children is considered both a joy and a shared commitment. Vietnam's historical ties with Western countries have fostered curiosity and openness. Many Vietnamese women view international relationships as a way to explore new perspectives while honoring their cultural roots, offering a unique bridge between traditions and modern values. South Korea presents one of the most complex modern relationship challenges. Despite being a highly developed nation known for technological progress and cultural influence, the country faces a sharp decline in its birth rate. Now at 0.78 children per woman, far below the global average of 2.4. This demographic shift reflects growing tension between traditional expectations and modern realities. South Korean women are often recognized for their polished appearance and self-discipline, with global admiration fueled by the popularity of K-pop and Korean dramas. Many invest in skincare, wellness, and fashion, not just for beauty but as a form of self-expression. However, many women are increasingly choosing to remain single. This shift is influenced by high societal expectations and growing concerns about safety. Digital privacy violations have surged, from over 2,000 cases in 2018 to more than 10,000 in 2021, often involving unauthorized recordings and distribution of private content. Public spaces, and even private areas are no longer assumed safe, contributing to a climate of mistrust and anxiety. In online communities, rather than fostering understanding, some forums have become spaces for hostility, where frustration is directed at women who speak out. These dynamics have made dating and marriage less appealing for many. Women are also under pressure to meet demanding standards, being successful, physically perfect, nurturing, and emotionally balanced. The strain of fulfilling these roles has led many to reconsider traditional family paths. As a result, more South Korean women are exploring international relationships based on respect and equality. Platforms supporting these connections often cost around $1,500, and travel expenses for serious candidates can exceed $6,000. These figures reflect a commitment to forming genuine, lasting bonds. In a notable cultural shift, some parents now support their daughters' decisions to pursue global partnerships, recognizing the potential for more balanced relationships. South Korean women bring strong education, cultural awareness, and emotional maturity to these unions, seeking mutual respect and authentic companionship. Do you think South Korean women are making the right choice by turning to international relationships instead of traditional marriage paths at home? Why or why not? Latvia offers one of Europe's most distinct paths to international relationships. This Baltic nation, located between Estonia and Lithuania, is known for its women who combine Northern European elegance with Eastern warmth. Though rich in culture and nature, Latvia's economic and demographic realities continue to influence relationship dynamics. Latvian women are often recognized for their tall stature, many over 6 feet in heels, and their striking features. With radiant skin, long hair in shades from blonde to brunette, and active lifestyles, they leave a strong impression. Yet their appeal goes beyond appearance. And demographic changes, especially male migration to Western Europe for work, have created a gender imbalance. This shift has reduced local opportunities for long-term relationships. Although Latvia has made progress since its independence, economic challenges and limited protections for women persist in certain areas. In this context, many Latvian women view international relationships as a path to greater personal and professional growth. These women are not seeking escape, but rather partnerships built on mutual respect, shared values, and emotional support. Latvia's education system is among Europe's strongest, producing intelligent, multilingual women who are globally aware and emotionally mature. In 2023, 650 fiancé visas were approved for Latvian women, with an average age of 26, signaling thoughtful decisions grounded in long-term planning. International matchmaking platforms provide structured ways to connect. Costs typically range from $4,000 to $6,000, covering subscriptions, travel, lodging, and cultural activities, reflecting sincere interest from both sides. Latvian women value emotional depth and balanced roles in relationships. They are committed partners who often build supportive, lasting homes while continuing to pursue personal goals. Low divorce rates further reflect the long-term success of these partnerships. South Africa offers a powerful example of cultural tradition evolving in a modern world. One of the country's most enduring customs is lobola, a centuries-old practice symbolizing respect and unity between families. Historically involving the exchange of cattle, lobola today often takes the form of monetary contributions, averaging around $7,000, demonstrating the groom's commitment and the family's shared values. This practice is not simply symbolic. It includes ceremonial gatherings that can last days or weeks, with discussions on the couple's future, family expectations, and mutual support. These events are enriched with traditional food, storytelling, and rituals that connect the present with generations past. South African women reflect the diversity of the country's heritage. Whether rooted in Zulu traditions, Afrikaner backgrounds, or blended urban identities, these women share a resilience shaped by historical change and economic pressures. Their strength is grounded in experience and a deep understanding of how to adapt and thrive. Marriage decisions are often shaped by social and economic conditions. Many women marry by their early 20s, while those in their late 20s may face fewer local opportunities. Employment challenges, especially in rural areas, influence how women plan their futures and evaluate long-term partnerships. For some, international relationships offer new possibilities. These women are not searching for financial escape, but for equal, respectful connections. Their experiences, from apartheid to democracy, have built character, vision, and hope for stronger, balanced relationships. South African women bring adaptability to global partnerships. Raised in one of the world's most multicultural societies, they are skilled at bridging cultural differences and nurturing family connections across distances. Their homes often reflect warmth, inclusivity, and strong ties that reach beyond the couple. Their approach to love blends tradition with global awareness. They offer not only beauty and intelligence but also deep loyalty, practical wisdom, and a commitment to building strong, lasting bonds. Afghanistan offers one of the most nuanced perspectives on international relationships. In a country known for its mountain landscapes and rich cultural traditions, many women live under some of the world's most restrictive conditions. For them, global partnerships are often seen not only as an opportunity but also as a path toward personal freedom and long-term security. Marriage in Afghanistan remains a deeply rooted tradition that brings together emotional bonds, cultural practices, and family alliances. Families often exchange financial contributions, typically averaging $10,000, not as a personal gift to the bride, but as a symbolic gesture of respect and family support. These customs reflect the woman's valued role in her household and her community. Marriage negotiations are extensive and can span months. Multiple generations may be involved in discussing the woman's character, education, skills in home life, and family background. These talks help establish lasting trust between families and are considered essential to the success of the marriage. Afghan women are admired for their resilience. Many have lived through conflict and social limitations with quiet strength. They are skilled in traditional crafts, home care, and creating comfort despite limited resources. Their cultural heritage is reflected in both their creativity and their strong sense of responsibility. Despite restrictions on education and mobility, many Afghan women remain informed about the world. Multilingual and culturally curious, they bring thoughtful perspectives to conversations, particularly in cross-cultural relationships. Given the continued limits on women's rights, many view international partnerships as a realistic path to education, professional growth, and basic freedoms. These choices are made with great care and reflect a deep desire for stability and dignity. Afghan women approach relationships with seriousness and loyalty. Their strength, patience, and dedication form the basis of lasting partnerships built on mutual respect and shared purpose. The stories we've explored today aren't just about shocking prices or exotic destinations. They reveal fundamental truths about gender inequality, economic disparity, and the universal human desire for dignity, love, and opportunity. These numbers aren't just statistics, they represent millions of women who wake up every day hoping for chances to use their talents, raise their families, and contribute to the world in meaningful ways. Whether they're seeking escape from digital exploitation in South Korea, economic opportunity in Latvia, or basic human rights in Afghanistan, their courage deserves our respect and understanding. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Have you traveled to any of these countries, or do you have experience with international relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this video opened your eyes to the complex realities facing women around the world, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that explores the human stories behind global headlines. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.